we are marching forward to the AI age, and all this AI, like all the large language model and all these agents, they need house data. They need the data first, and then if they want to better provide the tools or services to the human beings, they need house data. They need to know more, like every user, right? But all this house data could be misused or like used in a way that a lot of business can make a lot of money, right? But think about it. At the end of the day, like data is actually one of our most important assets, right? Why Amazon can provide us a so great services because they know everything about us, right? All their algorithm like try to catching all the information around us, right? From LinkedIn, from Facebook, from Instagram, or from every website we visit, right? And also even from their some of the API, the services data provider, and so all this. So they know more about us, so they can provide better services, so they can make more money, right? So that's how business works.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Business of Learning podcast. My name is Joao Camargo, and my guest here today is Edison Chen, who is the CEO of CUDIS. Edison, thank you so much for being here today. I'm super, super excited for this conversation.
Hi, Joe. I'm pretty happy to be here and super excited to talk more about CUDIS together with you and share more about our vision and value here. Yeah.
Amazing. Why don't we start off with you just telling everyone a little bit more about CUDIS, the uniqueness of the company and what you guys are doing. I find this so fascinating. So we'll start off there and then we'll dive into the rest of the conversation.
Yeah, 100%. So CUDIS is a very unique company that is nothing like the smart wearable that you see in the market before. We've been building since 2023, launched the first product 2014 April. And so far, we have sold like 20,000 of the rings, and we have 200,000 of the application users, and it comes from 103 countries and regions. So we have pretty solid community, and a lot of people been really enjoy using the CUDIS. And I do love to share a little bit more about uniqueness about the CUDIS. So first, we don't charge any subscription fees every month for fundamental tracking services, and at the same time that we allow users to own their house data through our unique blockchain technology that we are building here, and also we build the house data infrastructure for the future partner to work together with our users to sharing the new house data economy here. And which means that whatever the value we capture for the users, they can they can get 80% of the value, and we will keep the 20% for a sustainable grow and operate. And at the same time, we believe that CUDIS, another great part about CUDIS that every day you're using the CUDIS, you're gonna reward these CUDIS points, and at the same time that will bring people more rewards through the whole rewarding system. Yeah.
And that's so cool. So just to go at a summary there for everything that you said, and if I say anything wrong, please let me know. CUDIS is a health tracker, a wearable, but it's not just that. It's not just track your health and you're good to go. It's like, one, you have privacy over your entire data, and then two, as you use it more, track your health often, you start getting rewarded through a blockchain connection that exists in what you guys are doing. Is that correct?
Exactly.
That's so cool. And tell me a little bit more about that reward system. One, I want to understand why you guys decided to go that route. What's the benefit of having that reward? But also tell me a little bit more about the origin of the company itself. What made you decide to go this path and build the company?
Yeah, for sure. So I'll start with the story behind the CUDIS. So I was getting to the so my first startup was back to like 2015, and we built like internet on the internet with the website and the application, the offline camps for the for the financial education. And then we sold the company, and we started deep dive into the crypto and the blockchain. And after that, I personally invest a lot of the consumer tech company, and which make them, later they grow to like a unicorn company around the world. And so we figure out that idea at before we building the CUDIS that if we really can own the money with like Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana, all these crypto and stable coins, why not we own our health data, right? So we are also really into the all these wearable like Aura, Whoop, Apple Watch, Garmin, but none of them like provide user the ownership of the data, right?
Mm.
And most of them are using users data and grow their business and also making more money with their new with their like a subscription business model. So we're thinking this could be a whole different way to present this to the user and enhance their user experience on this, right?
Mhm.
So we feel like okay, uh, maybe combine the blockchain technology and the wearable technology that we can bring people a whole new different things. So that's why we have the idea to build the CUDIS ring. And at the same time, because users own the data, and because we all know the digital health data has value, right? It's like $100 billion of the industry, right? And every year there's tons of money generating from the digital health data, and a lot of business, are operating around it. So we figure out that if we not just keep the money ourselves, but share with the users, then we actually can build a very sustainable and robust, like a rewarding system together
Mhm.
with the users, right? And at the same time, um, the good thing about this is user can really aware of the importance of why their health data matter, right? And also can encourage them and incentivize them to uh, take themselves into a healthier lifestyle. That's
Yeah.
actually the fundamental
Mhm.
thinking we have because
Mhm.
every time you set up a plan for, oh, I'm gonna like lose like 20 pounds, right? Or
Sure.
I'm gonna go to the gym for like 7 days in a row or like 30 days, then most of the time we fail, right? Because nobody watch out for that, and we already live away from our parents, and we need
Mhm.
to take care of ourselves, right? So we want to build something to help users to take care of them, and at the same time, not notch them, right? And also
Mhm.
like incentivize them
Yeah.
to get them back into the healthier lifestyle, and so that's make everything easier actually. Yeah.
Thank you for sharing all that. And I think it's really, really interesting to really understand the dynamics of it. But most importantly, you mentioned something showing users the importance of their health data. So for someone listening right now, Edison, tell them a little bit more about why it's important to own their own health data. What are the benefits that they have from being able to own that data instead of just, I guess, using another wearable where that data is out there and the company is using it, call it as they wish.
Yeah, for sure. So I would say we are really marching forward to the um AI, right?
Mhm.
We are marching forward to the AI age, and all this AI, like all the large language model and all these agents, they need health data. They need the data first, and then if they want to better provide the tools or services to the human beings, they need health data. They need to know more about like every user, right? And but all this health data could be misused or like you know, like using a way that a lot of business can make a lot of money, right?
Mhm.
But think about it. At the end of the day, like data is actually one of our most important assets, right? Why Amazon can provide us a so great services because they know everything about us, right?
Yeah.
All their algorithm like try to catching all the information around us, right? From LinkedIn, from Facebook, from Instagram, from every website we visit, right?
Yeah.
And also even from their, some of the API, the services data provider, and so all this. So
Yeah.
they know more about us, so they can provide better services, so they can make more money, right? So that's how business work. So in the future, we believe that if all the health data owned by all these companies, then users are gonna be, 100% get into some traps that they set up for us, right?
Mm.
So we believe that they know about us is great to provide the services, but at the same time, I think all the business model or all the business economy that build around our health data should, all the users should share part of it, right?
Mm. Mm.
So
Mm.
that's what we're thinking, right? So
Mhm.
if you use the Bloomberg, right, you try to enjoy some of the financial data. If you use some of the other API for some other data, you always pay, right?
Mhm.
And then all this house data actually generating from users, right? So we believe that all this business, if they try to run around the digital health data, they actually need to pay for the users to to use up their data, right? So
Mhm.
that's I think that's why we think that's our belief into the data should be the asset, especially the health data should be the new asset class in the health industry, and
Mhm.
that can bring more value, and also the most important thing, it can lower the future like the cost, right? For we I believe that before 30 or 40 that we don't really need to care. Most of people think we don't really need to care about our house or put a lot of money into our house because they're so strong and so young and with all the strength and stamina. But after 40, like people start aging, right? And we need invest more or pay more or like spending more money around our house, especially after like 60, 70, right?
Mhm.
So where this money comes from, right? So we believe that the great way about the uh, convert the house data into the house asset can bring people a new asset to generate the revenue for them to maintain their to lower their future costs around the house, and which can make everybody easy to living their life, right? We all
Mhm.
knows that usually if there's like four people family or five people family, any one of your family has like a serious diseases, it's gonna be super cost, right? And it could bankrupt a whole family, right? Because the surgery could be crazy, and also this the all this therapy can be very very costly. So
Yeah.
what we think here is if we can actually building the whole thing and the new system that everybody can live on their own, right? Or house data can help us to make some money and accumulating the wealth, and which can pay off or future costs or needs
Mhm.
around the house.
Yeah, because in that way there's more control, right? It's not you're not a victim of
Exactly.
circumstance, but you can have that
Exactly.
control beforehand, so
Exactly.
that when the time comes, like, hey, you already have that everything. You're an owner of that, so that's really really cool. And talk to me about the business itself. In a world where there are so many different wearables, that you mentioned a couple of them as well. What are some of the challenges to keep the business growing, to really differentiate yourselves and put yourselves out there to find more people who are willing to try out CUDIS and implement it into their daily lives when there is, like I said, so much noise out there? What are some of the challenges?
Yeah, I think at the first place that nobody heard about the CUDIS before, right? So which we find a great strategy is that go out there and meeting people, right? So we've been in a lot of conference, and we host a lot of offline events, and we share people with our vision, value, and the mission, and also the product, and get them try it out, tell them what's coming in the future, and they all um very excited about it, right? And people want to this happen. So we actually somehow we build the whole brand and product and the company with the community together from the first
Mhm.
beginning, right? Because we are fully self-funded at the first place, and then we sold a lot of rain, and then we got funded by a notable couple of notable like venture capital like Drip Associate, Borderly, Skybridge. So we believe that all this achievement is can never get it done without the support from the community. And at the same time, uh, you know, definitely there are a lot of challenges around that. How is your product comparing to like Aura or like Apple Watch or say Garmin, and what's different? So I think it's very unique here for us to share with people that was behind this product, right? This is the
Mhm.
only smart wearable that you can get and every day, use every day and get rewarded, right?
Mhm.
And at the same time, this is only wearable that you can get to own your health data. And in the future, you can play around with your health data whenever you take to you meet your future doctor, like a therapist, that you can share your data with them like easy, right? And they can keep tracking and help you to do a lot of things around your health data, right? And also at the same time, I think our design is very different. At the first beginning, it was like titanium with like ceramic, and the ceramic part is also rotatable. So a lot of people think, oh, that's cool. I never saw this like a design before, right? And also all design are patent, right? And also we have some classic version, and also we just launched our for the newest sporty versions, and we try to make more different design, and with same tech stack, so to allow people to have this wearable to match all their daily lifestyle, and also all the apparels, so
Yeah.
which can just
That's the
a
outfit.
lot of user
Yeah.
sure. Yeah, a lot of user telling us, okay, you know what, we love it because sometimes some of the product are ugly, or say are not matched with my style, right? So we need something different. We need some colorful design, or like a different material, or
Yeah.
different model. So I think at that part we do a great job,
Yeah.
because we have
Where's
our
all beakless?
very exactly, we one of our partners is very professional jewelry designer, so she have done a great job on that, so we can bring a lot of different product to our users, and so make them to feel like, oh, this is different. And also for a lot of the product native users, they never uh, try out any product like this in the Web3 before. So for them, it's also a very unique product that whenever they take to any community events or other conference, and people see the ring, right? And it's great icebreaker. Oh, you got the cutest ring. So, day by day, step by step, that we kind of like, we meet all this challenge, and we achieve our milestone and goals. Yeah.
Yeah, man, that's so cool. And especially like I keep thinking about the reward system because I find that so awesome. It's a piece of the puzzle that I didn't know existed, but once I found out about it, I was like, oh man, that piece was missing all along, and it's so awesome. And on top of that, the styles and all those things, which nowadays are so important for so many people, right? So thank you for sharing that as well. I'd love
All
to
right.
ask a couple final questions here, Edison. One is a question that I ask almost everybody that comes to the podcast, and we'll start with that one, which is this. Let's say you had a magic wand and you could just wave this amazing wand and solve just one challenge, one obstacle in the business that would allow you to hit all your revenue goals, all your client acquisition goals, all the targets that you have set for yourself and the company. Oftentimes, there are many priorities and many things to focus on, but you wave that wand, that problem gets solved. What's the problem you want to solve to keep the revenue growing?
That's a great idea. I mean, that's a great question. So, um, to be honest, I think the most important question here, or the most challenging question here for us, is still like how we can more efficiently reach out to our potential users, right? And show them the product, and even get them to try out the product, because we believe if they can put the product on, they want to keep it, right? They want to keep it. They want to live with it and wear it every day. And so, how to uh, more efficiently reach out to the potential customer always been our most challenging question. And if we can get it done with also low cost as possible, that'll be fantastic. So I would say that's kind of like a everyday question we've been thinking. And also we try to find a solution to solve it, or say make it better, right? Because there's no best, right? But I think it's always like we always say in the internal of the team that if every day we can do 1% better, uh,
Yeah. Yeah.
increase the efficiency of like reaching out to the potential users and convert them, it's gonna be like a great achievement at the end of the year. Yeah.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. Yeah. And I think it's very important, right? Especially as you're saying that awareness of things, making sure that they know it exists, but how much it's different. So educating them on the difference of what you guys have going on to as opposed to the other ones.
Exactly.
Very cool. And I have a final question for you here, Edison, which is actually not a question from me, it's a question from our last guest to you, and they had no idea who you were. So I'm not sure if you're familiar with Stephen Bartlett, but I humbly modeled this part of the podcast from him. So here it is. Ready for the question?
Yeah, for sure.
All right, here it
Should
is.
it?
When was the last time that you showed appreciation to one of your employees, and how did you do that?
Oh, wow. That's a actually fantastic question. So I think in our brand culture, as a company culture, we always want to get our employee to feel the appreciation from the team, right?
Hmm.
And we always encourage and cherish for or everyday winning, and also like the achievement that we done together, right? I remember like last month we just did a very very large launch, very historical moment for the brand,
Hmm.
and everybody been work for months, right? Just for that, just for this campaign launch. And
Hmm.
it was a great success. And we've been all work day and night, and for a lot of sleepless night.
Hmm.
And I almost cry. I really appreciate respect, and thankful for all these team member be with us. And we all know it just gets started, right? Because it's just
Hmm.
like a new starting point, and there's a lot of things we need to do in the future, and it's a historical moment, but also like we start, we start everything from scratch, right?
Yeah.
And it's barely like self-funded, and beautifully starting with like a one-man company, and then did the two, three, four, and until today that we make something, right?
Hmm.
So during that moment, I do remember that I gave like a 10-15 minute speech, and I would say 30% of the time that I was trying to show the appreciation of each individual, because uh, we're not a huge company, and we always do a lot of the tasks together, meet with all these or different team members, and I'll say that this is 100% the one of the most important thing I feel like running a company and work with a team together, right? You always need to show the appreciation for what they've done for the company and work together, and
Hmm.
yeah,
That's awesome. Thank you for sharing that. And I think it's always great, right? Because it gets that there's so much work that happens behind the scenes that nobody sees, and everybody's giving it their
exactly,
all, going in that same direction. So once sometimes even though it's the start line, it's not the finish line for you guys. It's a new start line that you crossed. It's just showing, hey, everybody, like that hard work was there for a reason, and look at what we are
exactly,
now. Let's go on to the next one. Let's go on to the next one, and it was all possible because of
yeah,
you guys. So that's really awesome
exactly.
for sharing that story, Edison. This has been such an insightful conversation. Thank you so much for your time. Where should people go if they want to learn a little bit more about you, and of course, also a little bit more about CUDIS?
Yeah. So can feel free to log into the our website, www.cudis.xyz, and also can feel free to search us on the Instagram or Twitter, that we all running our brand account over there, and you can see a lot of the new information, and new product features, and the new product launch with us on all these social platform. And also can feel free to find me on the Twitter as well. So my handle is the EDCBATBIT. And feel free, if you have a lot of idea about wearable health, fitness, and longevity, feel free to DM me, and we would love to always spending time with our community, and also potential customers, and also the potential partners to work together on this vision. Yeah.
Amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. I will leave everything down below here if you're listening and you want to and you want to check anything out. And if you enjoy this conversation, you want to hear more conversations like this, please hit the subscribe button, and I will see you on the next episode. Edison, thank you so much again for your time.
Thanks, Joe. Super happy to be here.